Hey, it's Catherine Frankie. It's July 7th, and like a lot of people, I was pretty concerned about the passage of this tax and spending bill in Congress over the weekend. But one of the things that concerns me is the degree to which it now emboldens the president and his administration to take even more aggressive actions, really actions that violate the Constitution. And what they've been doing over the last several months is just planting seeds, is just putting into place a bunch of moves that they will then activate on as time goes forward. This is certainly my concern. One of those seeds is a set of letters that Attorney General Pam Bondi sent starting in January up through April 5th, sent to the general counsels of the top tech companies, saying to them that we, the Justice Department and the Trump administration, will not enforce the ban on TikTok. And we will indemnify you, Apple, Google, Microsoft, Oracle, whomever, for any possible violations of that ban on TikTok retroactively and indefinitely into the future. So what the administration is essentially doing is saying that we, the executive branch, will nullify laws that are duly passed by Congress, and we will act as judge or the judiciary and say that there will be no penalties for violating those laws, thus consolidating power in the executive branch, the executive, the legislative, and the judicial branch, for the President of the United States to decide which laws he wants to comply with and which ones he doesn't. And this letter from Pam Bondi describes a national security justification that the president has to take care to protect our national security. But the Constitution also says that the president has to take care to faithfully execute the laws of the United States. Those are the laws passed by Congress. So what he's doing here is creating really a national security exception or exemption that only he can assert to decide which laws he wants to comply with and which ones he doesn't. Today, it's about social media. Tomorrow, it can be about immigration. We don't want people from this country or that country. We see certain people as a national security threat. You've seen this already with student protesters where they're fabricating national security threats where none exist. But where this could go is really kind of boundless. He could also say, due process. The First Amendment free speech rights or rights to associate. I'm going to nullify those because of my duty to take care of our national security, this duty being one that only I have, overriding anything that Congress might say about a duty to take care of a whole range of things, or the Constitution might. So in other posts, I've talked about suspending the writ of habeas corpus, which denies the judiciary of the ability to review First Amendment and other constitutional problems that might relate to the imprisonment or detainment of people by this administration. But this new move that Bondi is describing is quite concerning, where President Trump actually says, no, I'm just going to suspend and nullify the law altogether, because I, in my opinion, see there is a national security threat. So keep an eye on this, because Bondi, of course, is doing his bidding in so many contexts, but these letters to Apple, Oracle, Microsoft, all of them, where she asserts these dubious powers of the presidency, violate the president's constitutional power and responsibility to take due care to enforce the laws of the United States.